You're watching News 3 live at 5 with Mark Kane and Katie Sy.
The good old days. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4.
Yep, good to see Katie. You worked with Katie in the 90s?
90s and early 2000s.
Yeah. Yeah, it's retirement eve.
It is retirement eve.
How are you feeling?
It still hasn't sunk in.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm kind of in a complete state of denial about the whole situation.
My exit interview with HR today, so
no.
One step closer.
Well, maybe we'll get more weather, and then we'll postpone you for another week.
I don't think that's going to happen.
And speaking of anchors, former anchors, we have a special guest coming up later in the show.
We do. I think her first name was Beth. She'll be on later on. Here's what's making news on this Thursday. Drivers of electric cars are facing special challenges in this bitterly cold weather.
A report gives the emergency responders to the Uvalde school shooting a grade of F.
And the spending bill makes it halfway through Congress. What's next to avoid a shutdown? Let's take a look outside. This is a snow person.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Over at Old Brook Park.
I love that, right by the lake. We lost our sun today, and then it really did feel colder.
Snow before the plunge.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Alex is here inside. A polar plunge?
Yeah, indeed. And congratulations, Mark, on your retirement. As a Southern Wisconsin native, I've got to say, I've watched you for many, many years, and you're an inspiration to me.
Well,
so
thank you very much.
Oh,
thank
that's
you,
so
Alex.
nice,
Thank
Alex.
you. And to answer your question, yes, snow before the plunge. Let's get right to our graphics here. All of Southern Wisconsin can expect another inch or two of snow tonight with bitterly cold conditions. And actually, if we can flip over to max 2, we're looking at Saturday's really chilly high temperatures. But if we can go back over to max 2, that would be wonderful. There we go. There's that inch or 2 of snow tonight. This is going to be the fluffy stuff. So this is going to add to that snow person, but you can't really pack this snow. But what this snow will do, unfortunately, is make those roads even more icy because we do have packed snow on many of our roadways still because of the really, really cold temperatures. And this will make for a slick go this evening and overnight. Let's see where those snow showers are right now. Maybe entering Mount Horeb, Fitchburg, just south and west on 151. We'll take a little trip on 151 down towards Platteville, where those snow flurries and snow showers may be a bit more on the persistent side. And let's get our track here with our 6-hour future track radar friend here showing widespread snowfall, especially from the dells and points towards the south and towards the east. Overnight, again, widespread inch, let's say up towards the dells, and there's that 1 to 2 inch corridor from Boscoville over to Lone Rock to Madison and points off towards the south and towards the east. And yet another alert day that we're tracking for next week now. So we get through this bitter cold over the weekend with those wind chills to 25 below. And then as we go later into your Monday, going into your Monday night, we could be looking at the potential of another weather system as warmer air moves in that could bring a mix of rain, freezing rain, and maybe some snow accumulation going on into your Tuesday. We've had so many weather photos showing the weather, folks. Easy way to do it. I've been doing this all the time here to get you folks to keep sending those photos, and we love them. Go to channel3000.com/weather and click that post your own button. We'll be tracking this weather system, the cold, and I'll give you a sneak peek of that Monday, Tuesday weather system coming up.
All right, Alex, thank you. First at 4, and speaking of the cold, for the growing number of electric vehicle drivers, this week's cold snap has made keeping batteries charged a challenge.
Our Braden Ross spoke to an expert about why that is and joins us to explain. Braden?
Yeah, well, the bitter cold this week has left many people hoping they won't have to break out the jumper cables to get their car started when they want to go somewhere. Now, that's a problem electric vehicle drivers can usually avoid, but when it's this cold, it's not always easy. Everything loses energy when it's cold. That includes electric vehicle batteries. Whether you're using them or even just charging them, EV efficiency drops with the temperature. And it's not just making the car drive that takes battery power. In the winter, just trying to keep warm in your car will also drain electricity.
Because in a conventional vehicle using fuel, heat is a waste. We have a radiator, and so heating the car is free. We were going to throw that energy away to the environment anyway, and we get to use it. But in the electric vehicles, when it gets really cold, we have to basically diminish our range so that we can stay comfortable inside the car.
But while the cold can make electric vehicles charge slower or have less range, EV expert Glenn Bauer says that doesn't mean you should write them off completely. He told me battery technology is only getting better, and after all, not having to use those jumper cables is a win.
Braden, thank you. It's been a challenge for you this week. With
Well,
your
we're getting through it.
Yeah.
We're getting through it.
The Juneau County Sheriff's Department is investigating a possible murder. A man's body was found this morning in the Oakwood Trail parking area on County Trunk M. The death is being treated as suspicious, according to a news release from the Sheriff's Department. They believe it is an isolated incident and the community is not in danger.
A large number of Madison police officers and squad cars blanketed a West Side Madison neighborhood this morning. The department's Special Weapons and Tactics team were at a home on Laurie Drive just off Schrader Road to serve a search warrant on a 20-year-old man who was living there. The man had multiple felony warrants for his arrest, including first-degree recklessly endangering safety, robbery, and bail jumping.
So this had been a person we were looking for a while now. In one case, we did have a previous contact with him, but he deliberately crashed his vehicle into a squad car in order to flee from us. So this is someone who has been on our radar.
He was taken into custody without incident at the home, along with another man and woman for what police say was for their actions on scene. A newly released report from the Justice Department finds the emergency response to the 2022 school shooting in Uvalde, Texas, was a failure. 19
children and 2 teachers were killed inside Robb Elementary, while hundreds of law enforcement officers waited outside. Lilia Luciano has the details from Uvalde.
Failure and chaos. That's how a new Justice Department report describes the emergency response to the shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. More than 300 law enforcement officials were on the scene, but it took 77 minutes for them to confront and kill the gunman.
33 students and 3 of their teachers, many of whom have been shot, were trapped in a room with an active shooter for over an hour as law enforcement officials remained outside.
The DOJ's critical incident review found responding officers inside the school should have gone into the classroom immediately to stop the 18-year-old shooter. Some of the first officers on scene acted appropriately, but once they were grazed by bullets, they retreated. That's when the scenario changed from active shooter to barricaded.
That failure meant that law enforcement officials prioritized a protracted evacuation of students and teachers in other classrooms, instead of immediately rescuing the victims trapped with the active shooter.
Investigators place much of the blame on the school district's former police chief, Pete Arredondo, who displayed an epic lack of leadership, as well as the Uvalde PD acting chief, Mariano Pargas. The report found some responding officers lacked active shooter training and wasted time searching for a key to a classroom door that was likely unlocked. 17 families of victims are considering legal action.
Do right by the victims and survivors of Robb Elementary. Terminations, criminal prosecutions.
The DOJ says its goal is to honor the 19 students and 2 teachers killed inside Robb Elementary and provide law enforcement with recommendations to better handle active shooter situations. Lilia Luciano, CBS News, Uvalde, Texas.
To prepare the report, DOJ investigators spent 30 days in Uvalde walking through Robb Elementary and interviewing over 200 people and analyzing 13,000 pieces of evidence. Uvalde County District Attorney Christina Mitchell has said she is still considering whether to bring criminal charges related to the shooting.
The Senate has passed a short-term spending bill to keep the government open.
There will not be a shutdown on Friday. Because both sides have worked together, the government will stay open, services will not be disrupted, we will avoid a needless disaster.
And now it's up to the House. Passing the short-term bill gives lawmakers on both sides time to work on the bigger spending bill, which includes strengthening border security in exchange for aid to Israel and Ukraine.
This is about ending Putin. And everybody needs to understand, if we don't, those who choose not to own what I think will be the worst decision that they've made in their lives.
The Pentagon says it has run out of money to provide more weapons to Ukraine until Congress acts. Preparations continue for both national political conventions this summer, both being held within 90 miles of each other here in the Midwest. This July, Milwaukee will host the Republican National Convention, and a month later, Democrats will gather in Chicago for their convention. That's where we find political reporter Will Keneally, who has a preview of what to expect.
In just a few short months here, the United Center in Chicago will be the location where Democrats will launch that final stretch push to re-elect Joe Biden for another 4-year term. And inside, members of the media got a preview of what viewers at home can expect over the 4-day event.
Our story is going to be about the major stakes of this election. Being here in the heart of the Midwest, we are well positioned to tell stories, to put faces to names of people who have been impacted by the change this administration is making.
The convention itself will run August 19th through the 22nd, and we'll have full coverage here on the ground for you in Chicago, highlighting the importance Wisconsin will play in choosing the next president. Reporting from Chicago, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Republicans will gather in Milwaukee for their convention on July 15th.
State Republican lawmakers continue to fight over an effort to impeach the state's top elections official. In the Assembly, State Representative Janelle Brandtjen has put forth a resolution to remove Megan Wolfe, but it has just 5 co-sponsors, something that her Republican colleague, Assembly Majority Leader Tyler August, is calling nothing more than a, quote, big show for the cameras.
If she has the support to move the resolution forward, she can do so. But the fact is, she doesn't. Our caucus is focused on real things, not grifting and not making a big show for the cameras, and that's all she's interested in doing.
Brandtjen, who has endorsed discredited conspiracy theories about the 2020 election, accused Republican leaders of being, quote, Administrator Wolfe's PR team. Wolfe will remain in her post at least through the November election.
A local nonprofit is changing its name to provide more of an expanded vision for 2024. Free Bikes for Kids Madison is now Bikes for Kids Wisconsin. They're expanding their mission from the standalone bike giveaway program in the hopes of increasing bicycle-based transportation for everyone. The nonprofit is working to provide more access along with low-cost sales, service, and education. Now, not only will they serve the greater Madison metro, but more rural areas across the state.
When we were Free Bikes for Kids Madison, we were primarily serving Dane County, and we really just had our bike giveaway program. And so now we have an array of programs, including our bike mechanics educational program with middle school youth. So, you know, we're nurturing our future bike mechanics, and so it's just a better fit for us.
In 2023, they hit several new milestones, including giving away their 10,000th bike. Bikes for Kids Wisconsin is also increasing their year-round staff to include servicing the public through low-cost bike repair and selling affordable used bikes. You can learn more about their mission and how to help by going to this story on channel3000.com.
Well, when we come back, it's a trip to the post office in our Traveler Throwback Thursday.
But it's not like any post office you've ever been to. That story coming up.
We often get asked,
is it really free to hire Gruber Law Offices after an accident?
The answer is very simple, yes. We don't get paid until we win your case. It costs you nothing up front to hire Gruber Law Offices. The call, the consultation, all free. You pay nothing until we win your case. It's just that simple. Call us today, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Get ready, Madison. Madison Magazine's Winter Restaurant Week is here. Over 40 restaurants will showcase 3-course meals from $30 with 15 restaurants serving lunch. Plus, enjoy the perfect pairings with wine and more from E&J Gallo. Check our online guide on MadisonMagazine.com to see which places offer takeout and dine-in. Save the dates, January 22nd through the 26th. Madison Magazine's Winter Restaurant Week, where good times and great meals come together. Presenting sponsor, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund, and supporting sponsor, Roth Cheese.
A logo can do more than identify your company. It can connect in meaningful ways, energize your team, and inspire your customers. We're 4imprint, and we know your logo on the right product can create moments that matter. With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time, on time, and for a great price. Be certain that the right moments will matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Whoa. How do they get these things to smell so good?
Hefty, hefty. Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Must be magic. Hefty Ultra Strong with Fabuloso Scent.
There's no telling what the next Wisconsin Lottery scratch game will bring. It's Miss Pac-Man, the new $3 instant scratch game based on the classic arcade game. Scratch each start position in the grid and follow the directions of the symbols. If your path runs into a bonus symbol or ends at a prize spot, you could win up to $30,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
Spectrum Mobile brings you our best deal to start the new year. Now you can get unlimited mobile for $15 per line. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line with no added taxes or hidden fees and no contracts. Save over $1,400 for the first year. Call 855-231-7007. Spectrum Mobile includes nationwide 5G and the fastest wireless speeds with unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line. Call 855-231-7007 or visit a Spectrum store near you.
Interested in an electric vehicle? Bergstrom has the largest selection of electric vehicles and a team you can trust. Buy with confidence and complete peace of mind from Wisconsin's #1 automotive retailer. Bergstrom Automotive, driven to deliver gas, hybrid, or electric.
Mark, it's amazing to think of how many lives you touched in southern Wisconsin and beyond. Working with you was a joy. You were, of course, synonymous with Live at 5 and 4. But you were also an unflappable anchor in breaking news and, of course, a terrific storyteller. You were an assignment editor's dream. If we had a Mark Kane story, we could build a newscast around it. You were a great colleague and friend, and you made WISC a place I was proud to work at. Thanks, and congratulations.
Thank you, Neil.
So good to see Neil. We miss Neil.
I think he's coming in tomorrow.
Yeah, it would be great to see him.
Well, the Wisconsin men's hockey team has had an unbelievable turnaround in year 1 of Mike Hastings' era.
After a 13-23 record last year, the Badgers have completely flipped the script, already surpassing that win total well over a month ago. The team is 9-0-1 in their last 10 games. On this week's taping of the Wisconsin Huddle with sports director Zach Hanley, senior Matthew de St. Paul praised the success this year's squad has seen and expected it when he made his commitment 4 years ago.
This is what I envisioned.
Yeah, I definitely think about it a lot. I was thinking about it on the car ride up here today. But yeah, it's awesome. And again, for this university at the place like Madison, where the fans are so passionate, like seeing the Kohl Center rocking again with 12, 15,000 people in it. You know, that's what we dreamed of. That's what, when I came here freshman year and seeing all the plaques on the wall and the championship trophies and all the hype videos that show the Kohl Center going crazy, that's like what I envisioned of playing here.
The Badger men's hockey team next visits Michigan in Ann Arbor January 26th and 27th. You can see the Wisconsin Huddle show every Friday night at 6:30. Well, country music icon Reba McEntire is set to grace next month's Super Bowl stage at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas.
Somebody tell Brady. The 3-time Grammy winner revealed on CBS Mornings that she'll be performing the national anthem. It's the first time she's ever performed at the Super Bowl. Reba told Gail and Nate she got the call asking her to perform from her manager.
He said that they wanted me to sing the national anthem at the Super Bowl, and I said, oh my gosh. Well, let me think about that. And Rex Lynn, my boyfriend, who is a huge football fan, he said, yes, she'll do it.
Post Malone will perform America the Beautiful, and Andra Day will also perform Lift Every Voice and Sing. February 11th at the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas before the championship matchup and halftime show featuring Usher, all airing right here on CBS. On Wall Street, stocks rebounded as tech stocks led the way. The Dow Industrials gained 201 points, the NASDAQ up 200, and the S&P 500 added 41 points as it creeps back toward an all-time high.
Well, if you're a stamp collector, what better place to work than in a post office?
We found one such postmaster that had a certain vocation for the job. Here's this week's Traveler Throwback Thursday.
Every morning, Alessandra Kubasta puts out the flag in front of her post office. It's another day for her as postmaster in Cincinnati, zip code 53824. But any similarity to other post offices ends right there. The Cincinnati post office has no mailman, no rural delivery, no lockboxes. And Alessandra Kubasta is Sister Alessandra Kubasta. What makes this tiny post office special is the community it serves, the headquarters of the Sinsinawa Dominican Sisters. So much mail comes in and goes out of this 109-year-old institution that the post office has earned second-class status. Sister Kubasta cancels some 60 pounds of mail a day, one piece at a time. This little tiny post office is also a philatelic outlet. That means they sell stamps here you could only buy in big cities. That fits right in with Sister's lifelong hobby, stamp collecting.
It was a hard decision to make, but I was interested because I was a stamp collector, had been for about 25 years, and had had stamp clubs in schools, and enjoyed it so much. And I have enjoyed it much more since we've had the philatelic outlet, because so many people come in getting stamps, and then they just don't buy the stamps, we talk stamps, and that's what they like about it too. See, I have time to do that, while in the big city post office they don't. Hello.
An occasional customer comes in to mail a package or buy stamps, but only occasionally. The pace here is more of the hand stamp variety.
Bye, thank you.
There aren't many post offices with statues of the Virgin Mary instead of President Reagan, or have potted plants on the windowsill, or stuff the FBI posters in a drawer out of sight. There aren't many post offices so neat and clean with everything in its place. The U.S. Postal Service could learn a lot from Sister Kubasta.
So the only thing I want to do is just be a better postmaster.
Mark Kane, News 3, traveling in Sinsinawa.
What a great story.
We got around, I'll tell you that.
I miss these stories, Mark.
You can keep running them.
Maybe I will. Yeah, I love them.
Well, when we come back, an old friend is stopping by.
We'll look back at Mark's many years with Beth Zerbakken on Live at 5. She's in the studio coming up after Alex's First Warn forecast.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Did you know that 53% of your home's heat is lost through the walls and attic? That's why your house is so cold every winter. USA Premium Foam Insulation in your walls keeps the cold air out and your warm air in. Our foam is up to 35% more efficient than traditional insulation, and it gets into places other insulations can't. We've made over 100,000 homes more comfortable. Stop freezing and start saving with USA Insulation.
USA Insulation.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Salonpas, makers of powerful pain relief patches for 89 years, believes in continuous improvement, like rounded corners that resist peeling, with an array of active ingredients and sizes to relieve your pain. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Explore the essence of creativity in this month's Madison Magazine. Set your own creative path with inspiration from local innovators. Then feast your eyes on Wisconsin's cheese renaissance. Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now.
Congratulations to Madison Magazine for earning 9 awards in the Milwaukee Press Club Excellence in Wisconsin Journalism Competition, including top honors for Best Single Story or Feature Design and Best Feature Photograph.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
We'll take a look at this. Talk about horsepower. 2 horsepower called to help rescue a 350 horsepower SUV stuck in a snowbank in Tennessee. An Amish gentleman from a nearby town was called in to help pull the truck out when the heaving horsepower of the pair of horses and some people pushing the SUV was pulled out of the ditch.
I grew up in the country, so this is where the country meets modern.
That's right.
Isn't that great?
2 horsepower.
Yes,
Old
there you
school
go.
things still work.
Indeed.
And more snow on the way.
More snow on the way, even though we've got this plunge of cold. We got warmer temperatures next week, but the warmer temperatures mean mixy precipitation types. We'll break it down in bits.
Say that fast 3 times.
I know. I'll practice.
I'd love to thank everyone at Gruber for taking time and being patient with me.
Thank you.
I'm just really, really grateful.
I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Gruber, thanks.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Thank you very much.
Can your roof handle our Wisconsin winters? If you're tired of repairing leaks and replacing shingles after each storm, call us, the metal experts at Sweeto Metal Roofing.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Crack the science of stronger hair. Fructis. With keratin, protein, or biotin in reloaded systems. Up to 72 hours frizz control, 48 hours definition, or 72 hours thicker looking hair. Fructis by Garnier, naturally.
We believe every baby deserves a healthy start. Yet many parents in our community are struggling to afford the basic necessities. You can help change that.
Please donate to the News 3 Now Community Baby Shower. Drop off infant care items at Babies and Beyond, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Visit channel3000.com for complete details. News 3 Now Community Baby Shower, sponsored by Viridian Homes and Dave Jones.
A logo can do more than identify your company. It can connect in meaningful ways, energize your team, and inspire your customers. We're for Imprint, and we know your logo on the right product can create moments that matter. With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time, on time, and for a great price. Be certain that the right moments will matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at forimprint.com.
For Imprint, for certain.
The voice of American music, Willie Nelson and Family. Friday, May 17th at Breeze Stevens Field. New album, The Willie Nelson Family, out now. Tickets on sale Friday, January 19th, 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Willie Nelson and Family, live. Produced by FPC Live.
Gruber Law Offices, Gruber Law Offices, Gruber Law Offices. For over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices has had one goal: to provide top-notch legal services. One call, one call, one call, one call. That's all.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
All right, folks, still plenty to talk about here over the course of the next couple days, even going out into next week. We got 1 to 2 inches of snow we'll have to deal with tonight. Wind chills then, that's the plunge behind the snow we were talking about earlier, going on into your Saturday through your Sunday morning. And then mixed precipitation types now, as it looks like late Monday going on into your Tuesday. We added an alert day condition expectation for Monday, later Monday going into Tuesday of next week. Alert day set number 1. I feel like a broken record here over the past week. All of southern Wisconsin, an inch or two, and then those bitter cold wind chills to 25 below going through your Sunday morning. So we've got the snow tonight. We know the roads are packed with snow because it's been so cold, it's hard to treat. You add another inch or two, and that makes for the icy roads out there. Where's the snow right now? Maybe some flurries over western Dane County. But a trip off to the south and west on 151, friends in Platteville may have been seeing some more of that persistent snow shower activity. And our 6-hour future track radar here is showing very nicely. You're moving across the, let's say, pretty much all of southern Wisconsin, especially from the Dells and points off towards the south. We're expecting maybe an inch or less up towards the Dells, that 1 to 2 inch from the Wisconsin River Valley east to Madison and points to the south towards the Wisconsin River Valley. Here it is, 6 o'clock, entering the tail end of our rush hour here in Madison, going on over southwestern Wisconsin, peaking right around midnight. Again, this could be a nuance if you have to do any travel overnight, and maybe some slick spots. Try that 3 times fast as we go on into your Friday morning here, because again, the roads are pretty icy and it's hard to treat them. Let's track our snow here. Best chances for that snow is going to be as we go on into our Thursday evening, peaking right at around 10 o'clock, and then the snow chances go right back down. So not expecting snow as we go on into Friday. Alert day set number 2, here we go. As we go into your later Monday, into your Tuesday here, we're watching a weather system moving forward. Stick around for the Beyond the Barometer. I'm going to explain why we added this alert day here as a mix of freezing rain and perhaps some snow moves in and then some accumulation on your Tuesday. Don't forget that we have wind chill advisories to deal with overnight going on through your Friday morning for southwestern Wisconsin, and it's going to be a bitterly cold weekend. Here's alert day condition set number 1 here. Alert day condition set number 2 for your later Monday going on into your Tuesday. Even though the temperatures are going to be getting warmer, folks, that doesn't mean that we can't have a messy mix. Let me explain here in just a moment. Before we do, don't forget, keep sending those viewer photos. Just since the middle of November, we had 500, and then during our weather events, now we have well over 800 being sent this new way, and it's a great way for us to show the weather. We're going to move on to the Beyond the Barometer because we've got some stuff to talk about.
So warmer weather, everybody yay, but not necessarily.
Yes, and I was yay because I've got a German Shepherd mix, and he does not like the snow. He's been in and we're out, which has been great because I have a boot on here because I hurt my toe, but that's a story for another day.
That's good. Beyond the Barometer.
Different Beyond the Barometer. Let's go to our graphics here for our Beyond the Barometer here. I will move us along. Let's talk about this topic here of warmer temperatures moving in. You'd think, well, hey, it's going to be warmer. Things are going to be great. We'll get melting. Roads are going to be great. Not necessarily. Let's look at the bottom line. Even though we'll have warmer temperatures here, Mark and Susan, very cold roads. Our roads have been under bitter cold temperatures. We've been way below 0. So those surface temperatures are really cold. So as conditions get into the 30s, the snow will start to melt. And that will melt and then go over some of our susceptible roadways that are cold, and you can expect that to ice up in some of those susceptible spots. There's one good one that comes to mind for me, Old Sauk Road going down towards UW Hospital. There's a hill, and that hill always ices up, and there's always those sneaky accidents because you just don't expect it. So be careful for that as we go into early next week. Cold air also means that as we have these weather systems coming in next week, and there we can see some of those icy roads that we have right now, we'll still continue to see some icy roads, I think, next week. But the weather systems that are going to be moving into next week, as that warm air moves in over all of this snow, which is as far south as the mid-south, Tennessee, that warm air modifies. It picks up that cold air from the surface of the snow, and that surface air cools down a little bit. So our temperatures, upper 30s, we've dipped down to the middle 30s because that surface warm air coming in is modifying just a bit. Let's go back to our graphics here on Max 2. So what does this mean here next week? We're going to have a potpourri of precipitation types next week. First, with this weather system, Monday going into Tuesday, we're probably going to be seeing a mix of freezing rain then changing over to snow. So as you see that warmer air moving in, when you look at those clouds with those rain droplets right over the freezing rain on the bottom, you got rain above, and then as it moves closer to the ground and hits those really cold roads, it freezes. And then we have freezing rain potential. That would be Monday night. Enough colder air will come in on Tuesday that snowflakes will form higher up, and those snowflakes will fall to the ground. But finally, as that warmer air starts to move in a little bit more, look way over to the left-hand part of that graphic. As you have precipitation starting at the top of the sky as rain droplets, if it can make it all the way to the ground, where it's warm and above 32, it stays as rain. So we've got all of these complicated things to forecast for next week.
It's January.
It's January, yes. And this is not uncommon when we come out of that deep freeze, is to see this warm air come in. We get the icy road potential from the melting, and then if we have weather systems, sometimes our weather models are all excited, just like we are, about the warmer weather, but then as it gets closer, they start to realize that they have to deal with the cold snow on the ground and precipitation type changes.
I'll be watching from home. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex.
Coming up next, we welcome a familiar face back to Channel 3.
And then coming up next hour at 5, we find out why halfway through the school year, Madison School District students are still left out in the cold, waiting for their buses to arrive. We'll have that story at the top of the hour.
Welcome into Buzzed Into Madison. We're here today at April Air in Sun Prairie, joined with Mr. Kenahan. Now, I'm going to call you Mr. Radon.
That works.
Because January is Radon Awareness Month. So we're talking about improving the quality, the air quality of your home. Why should it matter? What harmful effects does radon have?
Radon is the #1 cause of lung cancer in non-smokers.
There it is, right there.
There it is, right? And you know, we've been in indoor air quality since 1938 as Research Products Corporation. Everybody knows us for humidifiers. We invented that in 1954. So April Air, check your basement, you probably have an April Air humidifier.
Absolutely.
We got in the radon because of the American Lung Association. We've partnered with them and they asked us to look at it, and there's that stats, #1 leading cause of lung cancer in non-smokers. And most people don't know to test, and test often. Right.
I thought when we bought our home, you test one time and you're good, and I'm finding out today that's not the case. So you just have to get yourself one of these kits, which you can get where?
You can get it at aprilair.com, amazon.com, or one of your service contractors that, if your furnace breaks down today, ask them for a radon test while they're there.
And you're gonna put it in your basement. 3 days later, you seal it back up and send it to the lab.
Drop it in the mail, prepaid postage. Lab analyzes it and emails you the results as soon as they analyze it.
It's all about becoming more aware of the space that you spend all your time in.
And we've started with our own employees too. We just got back 33% of our own employees tested high above that recommended level.
And everyone here knows to care about it.
And they know to care about it.
Oh no, my numbers are high.
Exactly. So it's a problem, and it's all about testing.
All right, I love it. aprilair.com or Amazon. Get yourself one. It's not a bag of popcorn, okay? Don't put it in the microwave and pop it. All right, Brian, we'll see you in a couple months. Here at April Air,
we love healthy air.
I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison.
Yo, you think Dallas' Power 4 gonna drop 30 tomorrow?
His mom made a post about going to the game.
What?
He's been averaging like 34 points a game when she's there.
Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Cash in on your sports fandom with Prize Picks.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
New at 5, we're here at the United Center in Chicago getting a behind-the-scenes look at what the Democratic National Convention will look like.
Alert days are in the forecast through Sunday morning for bitter cold and some light snow tonight. And alert day has been added to the forecast for Monday night and Tuesday for accumulating snow. At 5, I'll have your updated first warn forecast.
And ahead at 6, halfway through the school year, Madison School District students are still left out in the cold, waiting for buses to arrive. We question the district tonight at 6.
You're watching WISC TV3 Madison, keeping you in touch with Wisconsin.
Join Mark Kane, Beth Zerbakken, and meteorologist Janet Pyatt. This is Live at 5.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Live at 5 on this Tuesday, which I think is the nicest day in the history of the world.
It was a gorgeous day. It's getting a little cloudy now, but, well,
still.
Let's,
Also known as the A-Team.
Nothing's changed.
No, not at all.
Back in, what was it,
1986.
1986, Mark needed a co-anchor for what was then Live at 5. We did a nationwide talent search. Okay, maybe not, just statewide.
We eventually found a winner.
I just found one.
A fresh face working in Wausau. She was hired, and Beth Zerbakken was part of the team. Verona native, back home.
Hi, friend.
Great to have you.
It's so good to see you.
1986 to 1998.
Yeah, 13 years.
So what are you doing now?
I'm president and CEO of the Swiss Center of North America, which is based in New Glarus, but we work with the Swiss in Canada, the United States, and around the world.
Zurbachen is a proud Swiss heritage.
It sure is, and I'm proud of it.
And Mike and I, my photographer visited. It's impressive what you've done there.
Yeah, it's if you're still going to do Traveler, come and do one with us, please.
Well, it's impressive what you did here, because when you two were the Live at 5 anchor team, honestly, this was must-see TV. It was the golden age.
It was the golden age of local news.
Yes.
There's only 3 stations.
Yes.
And we had this gigantic signal, so we overpowered the other stations, and we were so good together.
We were good together. We had great staff. We were able to do the on locations, and you know, sky was the limit. And that was just, it was fabulous time.
How long, if you can remember, how long did it take to get the news out of you when you switched jobs?
Oh my gosh, a couple of years, Mark.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
How long did you do this, Beth? How long were you here?
23 years total.
Well, in Wausau?
Yeah, and I started in La Crosse, where I went to college, and then the 13 years here. So it takes a while, Mark.
What made you guys such a great team? You had such incredible chemistry on the air together.
We became friends.
We're virtually the same age.
I'm older.
Yeah, she's a week older.
I'm wiser.
She's a week older than I am. Well, it was just fun. And I say it's the golden age of local television. They were printing money, I think.
That's what we said.
And we spent a lot of it on the road, on our on-location shows.
Yep. Let's take a look back. I don't know how we got away with some of this stuff, or how you got away with some of this, but let's take a look.
Join Mark Kane, Beth Zurbachen, and meteorologist Janet Pius. This is Live at 5 on location.
It is the first day of summer, and what better place to be than the Wisconsin Dells?
And what better place to be than Tommy Bartlett's Ski, Sky, and Stage Show going on behind us? We are on location via News Star 3. Welcome to Branson, Missouri.
We are on location at Marshall Fields on State Street in Chicago.
That's right, we're on location today at the home of the Cowboys. Yes, this is dreaded Texas Stadium. We're on location today, live at 5 from the nation's capital, Washington, D.C.
Day 3 is Celebrity Day as Live at 5 continues on location in New York City. We're on location in Galena, Illinois.
This old river town has a lot to offer. Today we will take you inside the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and take you all around this beautiful city.
Stay tuned as Live at 5 is on location via News Star 3.
It's the NFL Players Party. It's along the Embarcadero in San Diego Harbor, and that's where we are today, live at 5.
We'll tell you what this event is all about, show you around the neighborhood, and we'll find out what some Packer fans are willing to do at 7:30 in the morning.
It's simply amazing. We'll show you today as Live at 5 is on location from San Diego via News Star 3.
It is Canton, Ohio's Football Hall of Fame.
We'll show you all around today as Live at 5 is on location via News Star 3.
Coming up tomorrow from New York. Hope to see you then.
Have a good evening, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Wow, how many miles
you had
did we
some
put
adventures.
I forgot some of those, Mark. Galena.
I forgot Galena.
You know, you can't forget the Super Bowls and, you know, the Rose Bowls.
New York,
and the interviews we did there, and serious on the air, a little silly off air, and we were sometimes afraid to interview the people we were interviewing.
Yeah. And Mark and Beth's home videos, remember those?
Oh, gosh, yes.
Those were fantastic. And your David Letterman interview, we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Okay, stay with us, right? You're going to stay with us for another segment.
Absolutely.
We're not letting you go.
We'll be right back.
I'm Jonathan Lawson, here to tell you about life insurance through the Colonial Penn program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget, remember the 3 Ps.
The 3 what?
The 3 Ps.
What are the 3 Ps?
The 3 Ps of life insurance on a fixed budget are price, price, and price. A price you can afford, a price that can't increase, and a price that fits your budget.
I'm 54 and was a smoker, but quit. What's my price?
You can get coverage for $9.95 a month.
I'm 65, retired, and take medications. What's my price?
Also $9.95 a month.
I just turned 80 and I'm on a fixed income. What's my price?
$9.95 a month for you too. If you're age 50 to 85, call now about the #1 most popular whole life insurance plan available through the Colonial Penn program. Options start at $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. You cannot be turned down because of your health. No medical exam, no health questions. Your acceptance is guaranteed. And this plan has a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, so your rate can never go up for any reason. Options start at $9.95 a month. Plus, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So call now for free information, and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Use this valuable guide to record your important information and give helpful direction to your loved ones with your final wishes. And it's yours free, just for calling. So call now for free information.
Call 1-800-914-3131 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-914-3131. There's no risk or obligation. 1-800-914-3131. Call now.
Some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
Try it this new year for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
46 years of career well done, Mark, and now it's on to the adventures in retirement. And believe me, you're going to love it. All the best to you.
Thank you,
Maybe
Rob.
you'll see Rob on the bike
Nice.
trails.
Let's go biking with Rob.
Beth, longtime viewers remember your daughters. They grew up here at News 3. Where are they in their lives now?
Well, my oldest is Emma, and she's in her 30s. She probably doesn't want me to say it, but she thinks she's old. And she lives in Regina, Saskatchewan, works at the university. Molly, who's 25, she won't mind me saying her age, and she lives in Mesa, Arizona, and she is in costume design, which is her longtime dream.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Congratulations to both.
Yeah.
How was it possible she was this big last week?
They were wee.
Yeah.
Well, you know, your son is... Well.
Same thing.
Are they single or?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, and Emma said to me, "Oh, Mom, you probably will never have grandchildren." I go, "It's whatever, you know."
You should see. You'll wait and see.
Exactly.
What is your advice for Mark as he's about to start this new chapter?
You know, Mark, that's a tough one, because now I'll start crying. It's a place where we grew up. It's a place where you grew older, as I had left, and it is in your heart. It is in your soul.
I've only done this.
Yes, and it's impossible to shut the light off. It'll be in your head. It'll be in your heart. You will know a 30-second soundbite in your head. You will know that you should be on the air now, and it'll feel much. It'll be difficult, I think. It was for me. I missed it so much.
I'm not looking forward to it, but such is life. And part of what makes it so hard is we had some special moments over here. Let's roll that.
We had a lot of fun.
Buckeye Chuck died 2 days ago. No one could find a live stand-in, so they borrowed a stuffed critter from a local vet, and this stiff Chuck saw his shadow. That's true.
We're reading this on our computer and just dying.
Poor Chuck died.
Passed away and they couldn't find a live one.
It's a stuffed one from a vet.
And our doctor on call has some tips that Mark and I are going to listen to.
To relieve the pain of sinus infection.
Oh, that's a good one.
We'll see you at 6.
Thanks very much,
Here I
John.
thought he was going to say hemorrhoid lich. That's what I thought he was going to say.
If it's not one thing, it's another. In our final touch today.
Time to take a look at the news at 6, and Rob Doherty's in our newsroom.
Rob Doherty.
Oh, I'm sorry, Starbuck. I'm thinking of a guy I graduated from high school with.
Who used to work here?
Yeah, who used to work here.
Well, as we've already alluded, it is Beth's 30-something birthday.
Now what are you doing?
30 what?
34.
34. And she's a little concerned, a little upset about getting older, but you shouldn't, because we get better, we get more intelligent, we get better looking with age, right?
This is a surprise. I don't know. Yes.
We get, right?
We are. We are better as we get older.
You think so?
Yes.
In fact, I know so. I have proof. Take a look at this.
What have you There's done another to me? chapter in the controversy over the future of Wisconsin's public defenders program. How many years ago was that?
40.
I've been here 4. I was in 6. It was like 14 years ago.
That's 22 years ago, Beth.
Most fantastic thing I've ever seen.
It's too big.
I had no idea it was going to be that big.
Well, earlier on segment 3. This is not going to work. It's an inside joke. All right. We previewed these sporting events going on this weekend, but there are other things going on.
I'm sorry, it's your fault. Yes, there is.
The most amazing thing I've ever seen is your 47 years here at Channel 3, and you should be congratulated.
Thank you very, very much. It's going to be tough, but we can spend more time together.
And you know what? Do you do coffee or alcohol?
Yes. Not necessarily in that order.
All right, that sounds good to me. Because you'll have more time, and I suspect I will retire this year as well. And I'll be looking for that next chapter as well. Because it's like, how do you just stop?
Right.
Right,
you know,
Mark?
I have nothing planned per se, but something will find me. And I have a couple things, irons in the fire, so it's just going to be an adjustment. The dogs are not going to know what to do.
Oh, they're going to be nuts that you're home.
Oh, they're like, leave.
Yeah, there you children. Get the heck out of here.
Get out of here. Thank you for coming out.
It was my pleasure.
Beth, it's so wonderful to see you.
All right. Be good.
Good luck tomorrow.
All
You
right.
help him through this,
Yeah,
Susan.
I'm going to. I will.
Final check of our forecast coming up.
Sometimes the do-it-yourself route isn't the best option. Call Monona Plumbing instead and get your plumbing problem fixed right.
A name you can trust when service is a must.
Hurry in today and save big money at Menards. Don't wait to save big on appliances. Upgrade your home with quality appliances from Criterion, KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amana. Menards has the largest in-stock appliance selection ready to take home today. Get this Maytag kitchen suite right now and save over $2,000 when you buy. Hurry in now and don't miss out on big savings.
Save big money at Menards.
A logo can do more than identify your company. It can connect in meaningful ways, energize your team, and inspire your customers. We're 4imprint, and we know your logo on the right product can create moments that matter. With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time, on time, and for a great price. Be certain that the right moments will matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Join the media sales team at Television Wisconsin and be part of something bigger. If you're passionate about helping local businesses succeed, apply today at channel3000.com. We're not just hiring, we're building careers.
Sometimes the do-it-yourself route isn't the best option. Call Monona Plumbing instead and get your plumbing problem fixed right.
A name you can trust when service is a must.
New at 5, we're here at the United Center in Chicago getting a behind-the-scenes look at what the Democratic National Convention will look like.
Then how this bitterly cold weather is impacting electric vehicles. That's coming up next.
After 5 decades on the road, News 3 Now's Traveler is calling it a wrap. You've done so many stories.
And 3 or 4 good ones.
I'm talking to the dynamic duo who made TV magic. Tonight at 10.
Here we go, folks. Another 1-2 punch, 1 to 2 inches of snow. Then that bitter cold that we've been promising would plunge in for days here. Overnight tonight, traveling impacts again from 1 to 2 inches of snow on already icy roads. So be on the lookout for that. Slick spots could carry on into your Friday morning. Here's the second punch as we go on into later Monday into Tuesday. Enough cold air and with that snowpack on the ground will modify and make that weather system kind of a messy mix of rain and freezing rain and snow late Monday night. Accumulating snow on Tuesday before that ends. Then the temperatures will really start to warm up. We could be looking at more in the way of rain later next week. So plus, we've got warmer temperature on their way, Mark and Susan, but we just got to get through a little bit of that mix first.
All right. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex.
Tomorrow here on Live at 4, it is time to say so long. It is my last show before I'm done.
Oh, say it isn't so. We'll look back at Mark's career and we'll have some more special surprises as we pay tribute to Mark and his career tomorrow on Live at 4.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Find inspiration at the Build and Remodel Expo, sponsored by James Hardy. Meet local experts showcasing the latest innovations in home building and remodeling. Visit buildremodelexpo.com for details.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Get ready, Madison. Madison Magazine's Winter Restaurant Week is here. Over 40 restaurants will showcase 3-course meals from $30 with 15 restaurants serving lunch. Plus, enjoy the perfect pairings with wine and more from E&J Gallo. Check our online guide on madisonmagazine.com to see which places offer takeout and dine-in. Save the dates, January 22nd through the 26th. Madison Magazine's Winter Restaurant Week, where good times and great meals come together. Presenting sponsor, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund, and supporting sponsor, Roth Cheese.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
In today's Final Touch, it's been said that every dog has his day.
And that couldn't be more true for dog brothers Carlo and Chips. The Labrador Golden Retrievers were part of a litter of 8 born in 2014 in England. They were eventually trained as guide dogs and were separated. Well, after almost a decade, they were reunited, and it certainly seems they recognize each other. Complete joy, tails wagging, chasing one another. Carlo and Chips will get to enjoy their twilight years together, with more park trips planned in the coming months and hopefully years of tail-wagging fun. Isn't that amazing?
Love that. Love it.
They recognize each other.
Don't be crying today, because we'll be crying tomorrow.
All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.